Hey, everybody. Welcome to the party at the Butt Ranch.
How about that?
How about that? I'm JT. This is LeeAnn, Whippen. And of course, you've got the Butt Ranch proprietor himself, Bad Byron Chism. Hey, great party, dude.
Well, great, man. I'm good to have y'all here. It's been a pretty nice little thing. It's gotten a little bigger every year. You know, it's an unofficial party, but everybody's coming down to Lynchburg 10 miles away. And I started having hey, come on to my place Thursday.
Yeah.
They're around, there's nothing to do. And every year it's gotten bigger.
This is a big one for sure. And the weather is epic this year.
It's beautiful Tennessee fall. We're all lucky to be here. So it's kind of evolved into a welcoming party for the international teams because I generally host 3 teams a year, and then several other teams kind of help out. So, and they all come. So I think this year we have 15 maybe. There's probably at least a dozen international teams here right now, all over the world.
I noticed that no one can talk to each other. Language barrier.
Yeah, you got everything from Mexico to Estonia, Lord, all over.
Well, you got I'm looking at your flags. You've got Australia. You've got is that New Zealand up there?
Canada.
We've got one from every country represented at the Jack this year, and most of them are here tonight.
It's absolutely
and I want them
fantastic.
to show up and see that their flags are represented because that's a big deal all the way from home.
Yeah.
And they're proud to be here, and a little gesture.
It's like the Olympics.
And it dresses the place up nicely. United Nations, right? Whatever. So.
You know what I like about this party?
What?
Not more than the people, of course, but the food that you serve every year, because it's not barbecue. It is traditionally fried catfish. What's on the menu tonight? Tell me.
We got traditional, beautiful fried catfish from Mississippi, hush puppies from scratch. White pinto beans or white beans, cooked low and slow over fire. I mean, we've got just a traditional fish fry in this part of the country.
Yeah.
And really, we used to do a whole hog for this because everybody from other countries, I wanted to show them our original barbecue. And that's the oldest known barbecue that we whole hog. So good, and
you have an authentic Texas pit here too.
That's true.
Yeah. So the specs are authentic. You built it yourself, didn't you? It was built in Texas. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the real deal.
Yeah. Do you haul it over on a flatbed or what?
It was hauled over. It took a lot of heavy equipment to get it flight.
I bet it did. I bet
it did. Go back to the video. So I want to do the whole hog just so that they would have an idea about the history of it, because they're getting in on it thousands of years later.
Right.
But that was it took so much time to get these teams ready, with getting their supplies, getting them set up. We didn't have time to do it. So we did a fish fry just because it seemed like a simple solution. And it's a hit.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
Different. You're right.
It is.
All
That's true. And I know from judging at the Jack that it's a lot of food to eat. So
yeah,
this is kind of breaks. It's a good start. It's a nice soft start.
Well, not that, but this is the early part of the weekend. So everybody shows up with enthusiasm, excitement. They're looking forward to the weekend. They're glad to be here. Glad to see their friends. The first time I had a Jack party was like Saturday night after turn-ins, and hell, man, everybody was asleep.
Yeah,
it was dead. I'm like, we're going to have to get the front side of this too.
Yeah.
For a week.
Wow.
We've been cooking right out here. And I used to do a lot, well, not just me, people that stayed here with me too, like experienced cooks. Yeah, we gave them a lot of tips and stuff. This new modern group, they don't need our tips.
They seem really calm too. We'll bring some of the teams on just to interview them as well. But I was kind of surprised. They don't seem uptight. They're pretty calm and confident, actually.
Well, I've always said the biggest challenge in barbecue is showing up somewhere with a suitcase, trying to compete. Because everybody knows you need a 30-foot trailer with 1,000 pounds.
Right.
That's my son, my daughter, and my next door neighbors.
Has an international team ever won the Jack? Do you know?
There was group from England that won it. Ironically, there was another group in American Royal Invitation. So England got a head start on this topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm grateful for that, Brian. Not that I'm English or anything like that, but just having been to England enough times, it's really got to be an uptick in the food quality that you get served in England. That's a joke, sort of, but not really.
Yeah. Well, there's good competition cooks all over the world.
Yeah.
With modern communication tools.
Sure. YouTube.
Resources. I've competed in many competitions overseas. And what I've learned is they've got the same equipment, same rubs, sauces, injections. There's no dramatic difference. And even a judge, you don't know if you're judging, right down the road here at some big contest, or it's really evolved into a deal where they're doing good quality stuff. The people that are winning there can win here. The challenge is you show up a suitcase and you need grills, you need meat. Yeah. You're in an unfamiliar place. You need 1,000 things. You can only show up with so many things. Over there, and when I've got help over there, I always got really good help. I want to give that back. So that's what I can do here.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I can let them relax and know that they've got the tools to do their best work. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I met a few of them already last couple of days, and they're in good humor. They're really pleased to be here. I mean, they know it's a real benchmark deal and all that, especially to be competing up the hill. But they've got a great attitude, like you were talking about. They want to absorb everything. They want to meet everybody. They want to
win.
They want to win. Yeah, absolutely. But they do want to really get the full experience.
Yeah,
and this is a great place at the Butt Ranch here to
kick things off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a late night party. I always say it's 6 to 8, and the stragglers leave at 9 because I got work to do. Serious thing.
Yeah, it is.
And so, I really love I competed for 21 years. I had my time, but I love that I can help the teams that I can help because I've been helping us. It means a lot. So,
you've traveled internationally, so you know how uncomfortable that can be, and so it's nice that you are giving back.
And it's going to be a compromise even at its best, but if you get somebody in a comfortable situation where they got equipment they're familiar with, they got the meat they're happy with, they can do their best work. And that's all they want to do.
Yeah.
They want that to. We'll see what that lands. And who knows? It could be magic.
And they're learning from a Hall of Famer. Congrats on your recent induction this year.
Got two of them sitting here with me. I feel very minimized.
No, thinks he is.
I'm working on it, brother. I'm working on it. I'm telling you.
Well, it was an honor. That just the ceremony was just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I still have goosebumps. It's such a blessing, the whole barbecue world, the journey, making a living from it. Years.
So you've accomplished a lot, just not even on the barbecue circuit, but rub your spice, of course, which was epic and still is very relevant. But I just tasted a pepper sauce. I didn't even know that you had. What's that called?
Go Juice.
Go Juice. I want to tell you.
Louisiana, go Tigers.
Yeah.
GAUX. Well, now it is my product. It's our company's product, but I did not create it. It's just a pepper vendor. But my friend Dick Martin, who was a lifelong musician, Cajun, grew up in South Louisiana. He started growing peppers and making songs. And keep it coming, baby. I started using it with my competition barbecue for a lot of things. And one day I'm like, he called it Go Juice, which is cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's a great product. Let's see. I'm in the food products business. I put it all together and being brilliant here today.
Yeah.
So, but it's handmade, and we can only make it when the peppers are in season. So it's not like
I had some. It's my understanding they're going to be put in the beans tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, really good.
Absolutely.
So
but I'm glad to have y'all here.
Yeah.
How did you get to the food before I did? I've been here like all day, and you got chocolate cake already.
No, it's a brownie. I already have a brownie. What are you kidding me? I go in reverse and it works out very well.
Are you French?
No, it works out great. I know the drill. I've been here before. I know the path to goodness and how to work it. So
I'm just impressed with. I was trying to describe it to my wife, my brother-in-law, and some people here, and I said, "No, it's all right. It's a party."
but the setting is,
people to feel at home.
yeah, the
Yeah.
setting is, yeah.
I said, "This is like the coolest man cave setup I've ever seen."
Yep, the dogs come and welcome you, and now we're getting into the sunset hour. We have more guests to interview.
Yeah, we do. We've
So-
got Dr. Barbecue himself, Ray Lampy, coming up in a minute.
Yeah.
But Byron, first of all, thanks for letting
Yeah,
us
thank you.
come to your
Thank you
party
so much.
and have a good time. And
Well, I'm glad y'all are here. I'm glad that the idea surfaced to do this because there's just a lot of little energy here. And when do you go to a barbecue and there's people from 10 countries here?
That's right.
You know, now tomorrow night there's the Jack has a bigger party of us.
yeah,
And all the teams will be there. But for one night of the year, we have the biggest international barbecue there.
That's right.
that's
you do.
right. Yeah. So, all
You've
right,
earned
man.
it. You've earned it. Pleasure having you, and we will see you later. And
Save a piece of catfish for me, will you?
yeah,
By
me
the time we get
too.
done.
He's in the house.
There he is.
Can you break yourself away from the party?
It's kind of tough.
I love you guys.
Real
Well,
down.
gosh, Ray, long time no see. I drove 11 hours with you, and I got to look at you again. But anyway,
It's good to see Ray.
it
It's
is
nice
good.
to see you,
It's
Jeff.
always good to see. I feel like I know you a lot better now.
Yeah, and Lee and I agree. I haven't seen her much.
So, you come to this.
Byron's an old friend, and it's just part of the Jack Daniels. And catfish is good. So I'm glad I got to come early on the show so I can get over there and get some catfish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
And
Before
the
it's all
first
gone.
pass, like the people that are at first pass, they don't give them a lot of catfish. You gotta, they
They gotta divvy it out.
Yeah, wait to kind of give them a bigger portion.
There you go.
Well,
So
they should be giving away the whole catfish by the time I
Right.
get to it.
They won't run out.
They won't.
They got a lot of catfish.
You were saying you spent 11 hours. I spent the whole last week with her filming a show. We got to know each other pretty dang well.
Yeah.
She's all right. Yeah.
We'll keep her around.
I think she got tired of you.
Well, that's
But
probably
again,
true. That's probably true.
not true. Not true.
That's probably
Good
true.
luck with that. I heard you guys had some fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah. It's a new show coming out called Grilling at the Green, folks. And LeeAnn and I did the cooking segments for the show. Show I'm producing, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
But not as much fun as this party.
No,
And-
this
and
is more fun.
it's hard to see behind, but there is a it's a lot of and it's
The other
official
thing you did
world.
is you get this great combination of, some of the new stars of the barbecue circuit and some, we're just hanging with some old friends. I mean, old
Yeah.
from way back.
Yeah.
Frank Boyer and Fast Eddie and Carolyn Wells. It's really cool to see Dirty Dick. I mean, some old friends. But then you also get all the national team too, and it's fun. I was just talking about them for 25 years, and the international teams used to be, it was just an excuse to come over, and they didn't really know what they were doing, but they would have a lot of fun. They would come here to party and throw down. Now they're serious and they're legitimate contenders.
Yeah.
And basically, it's because of the internet, I think, we all travel a lot easier than we used to.
I think it's awareness too. I don't think they really had this over there. And once it started, getting more open over there and contests over there, it's
Well,
definitely.
There's also that common denominator.
And that helps on a lot of different
I mean, I think they
plateaus.
sell Jack Daniels probably more in other parts of the world than they do in the U.S.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's huge across Europe. It's
Yeah.
a big fan.
Yeah.
A friend said this to me one day. You can walk in any bar in the world, and there's a bottle of Jack Daniels there.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's all bottled
That's
here. It's
true.
all made in bottled here.
Yeah,
It's really
it is.
interesting.
It's a dry county. Go figure.
That's why it gets around the world. They don't drink it all.
This is not a dry location tonight, right here.
This is
No,
mulberry. It's very
yeah,
different.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So what have you been doing? Barbecue Nation show a couple months ago. And,
He's got dry rubs that are out. You
Yeah,
tell him about it.
Yeah, it's a project I wanted to do for a long time. I was in the rub business years ago, and I just kind of got it's a long story, and I got out of it. And I wanted to create this when I was Nashville. Hot chicken was cool. I was in Nashville, and I was like, well, just look at this hot chicken everywhere. There should be a hot chicken dry rub, and there wasn't one that I could find, so I made one. And I went to some of the people I was working with at the time. I was working for Big Green Egg, and I was getting ready to do the restaurant. And it was kind of a conflict, and they had their own products, and they were all paying me well. And wanted to do other projects failed. It's time for a new project. And, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. That's what you do.
Right.
Those projects fail. It's time to find the next one. And so it was time to do the dry rubs. And so I did the hot chicken one. And I wanted to do a Chicago Italian beef rub for years. And I finally got around to it. I had a great recipe I did. When I moved to Florida, I couldn't get Italian beef the way I liked it from Chicago. I had to make my own. I had the basics of it. So we turned that into a dry rub. So what I really wanted, and I've got it, was you could shake it out and put it on a pork chop, and it'd be like an Italian style grilled pork chop.
Sure.
But you could also measure out a half of it, mix it with 3 cups of water and a half Italian beef my whole life. I would consider myself an expert on this subject. And in 5 minutes, you can make a really good one.
That's amazing.
So do you send out samples, right?
No.
Okay.
I just go to his house.
Yeah, if you know where my house is, you probably could get some.
Okay.
That, no.
Well, you were at the Royal recently, and didn't you win an award for?
I did, yeah. So there's 2 more. There's a steak and chop rub I call a Chicago steak and chop rub. Really an all-purpose kind of rub. And then the 4th one is peach chipotle. So years ago, I made a peach chipotle barbecue sauce recipe for one of my cookbooks. And it just hung around, and we needed a spicy sauce for the restaurant. We made this sauce, and it came out really good. So we had that around for a while. Well, I didn't really want to do a sauce, so I said, well, why don't I just make a peach chipotle dry rub? So peaches and chipotle, and it's been the breakout star of the fall for sure.
Yeah.
So I entered in the American Royal Rub contest and came in 2nd place.
That's huge.
Well,
It's just
not
hundreds
nearly
of
as huge as
rubs.
1st place, though. I'm
Yeah.
really bummed. It's like I needed
Well, maybe
like
next year.
couple of hundreds. Okay, maybe next.
If the first place guy steps down, maybe you got it next year.
Yeah.
Well, his was pretty good too. But
Yeah.
it was really cool. It was the first time I'd entered any of them in that kind of contest and come in 2nd. It was really a cool.
Yeah,
thing.
that's
So
remarkable. It really
It
is.
takes a long time to build something like this. One of the things we talked about in our 11 hours today.
Yes.
It takes a long time to build something like this, but it's off to a really good start. So,
Yeah.
that's my project of the moment.
Yeah, I love it.
She told me you slept most of the way.
That's not true.
I did get a nap in though. Yeah.
Yeah, a little snooze.
That's why I brought her so she could drive for a little while. And I could get a nap.
I brought the woman I've been married to for 32 years. I didn't get a chance to snooze. I drove and
And
drove.
she probably didn't buy a tank of gas either, like LeeAnn
I
did.
did.
Really?
Yeah,
Good
on
for
my
you.
credit card.
Don't worry, pay for it next month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gas is
And,
cheaper here, so
me and
I'm
Leanne have been
okay.
friends a long time.
So Ray, you're a Hall of Famer. You've done all this stuff. What is the Jack the pinnacle at the end of the year? I mean, you've got the Royal, you've got other, there's other big competitions.
Memphis in May.
And
Used to
Are they
Palestine
still-
Show. KCBS has its championship now. I mean, there's a lot of them for sure.
But I think there's 4 tops.
Well,
The
problem with
livestock, the
is
jet. Yeah,
There's not room for everybody.
right.
So while it's good and bad, it makes it more elite because not everybody can come. But then on the other hand, are you really the best? Because maybe the best team is not here. Brad
Right.
Leninger didn't make the cut this year.
It's
just
not
one of
even
those
making the
things.
cut, it's a lottery. It's a matter of being
Yes,
drawn.
well, right.
Yeah, so it's luck of the draw. So it's both luck, you know, because if you have 3 state champions, only one gets the draw.
Yeah. That's right. I
And
just had
some of the
guy from Alaska.
contests are automatic draws.
So in Alaska, there's only one contest.
Yeah.
Although I've known Texans that went up there and took and won the Alaskan championship, and they get the draw. But yeah, it's one of those things. But however, I could say this as an old timer, it's the most fun for me because as much as I enjoy the American Royal, the Jack is the tradition. We get definitely more of it's a little smaller. We get more of the old timers that show up here just because it's fun. We come to Lynchburg and it's an old tradition. So, you know, it's hard to say it's the best. They're all really good. Unfortunately, we have good and bad. We have 4 or 5 world championships and we count them all equally. So, but I find myself.
I find it very special.
I could probably quit going to all the others and I'd still come.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think there'll ever be from the Royal, from Memphis, from the Jack, where there were 10 teams total for a real battle royal world champion type thing? So you take the grand champion in reserve from the Royal and you take from the Jack and that type of thing, and they have one big cook-off somewhere, and you know, if we did that, maybe we could get somebody to put up $500,000 or something. But
well, I mean, if you got $500,000, I'm sure there'd be somebody to do it, and the teams would all come. That's
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
I mean, the problem is, like each of these contests, while they're respectful to each other and all friends, you know, socially,
Right.
why would they encourage that?
Right.
You know, they have their own community, their own fans, and their world championship, and you know, we sort of like they just coexist alongside each other. I've long wanted to do the contest, so the way you would do it would be we're gonna be here for a week. On Monday, we're gonna cook by Kansas City Barbecue Society rules.
Right.
And then on Tuesday, we're going to cook by Memphis and Maine rules. And everybody's got to do all of it.
That
So you
sounds
gotta
like
do the one-
Murfreesboro.
you gotta do the- well, when I'm not done yet. So now we're going to cook by Houston Livestock Show rules.
Oh my
And
gosh.
there's some other, you know, now there's startups around that are getting some traction.
Right.
So you're going to have to, everybody's going to have to cook the one that they like. and
I
they're
like
good
that
at,
idea.
And the ones they're not good at. And everybody's just got to hang out for the week. But I don't know that we'll ever get that done.
I think that once you sell out of all of your rubs, that's your next project. You
I'm
can
working on
lead
that
the
one. That
charge.
I'll work
may
with
die
that.
before that one gets
I'll work
done.
with you on that, Ray, because I think that's something we could do in Vegas.
That would be a great spot for it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just going to have to be, it needs a big budget. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody would participate. The
I
teams
have an
are
idea.
so good.
Let's do it in the sphere.
I'm in.
I don't know anybody there yet. But give me a couple hours. I'll
We've
figure
got
it
some
out.
only gonna
connections.
open a
Let's
week
do
or
our
two. We'll
contest
get
in the
there.
sphere.
Carolyn's sitting over here. She might know somebody.
Yeah.
You know anybody at
Carolyn-
the Sphere yet in Las Vegas?
That we can have a barbecue
Not yet.
contest in the
Carolyn doesn't know
sphere.
anybody yet either.
Oh my
Carolyn's
gosh.
gonna eat her catfish when she's coming to visit.
Yeah,
us.
she's smart. I'm eating my brownies.
This is a party and there's a lot of food, folks. So
Mm.
you can watch Miss Whippen chew right there on your screen.
Well, Ray, I really look forward to our 11-hour journey home,
It's not gonna be
Alrighty.
near as fun as the ride here. I
especially
don't
since
think,
we're
man.
doing it after judging
Yeah,
immediately
after
thereafter.
judging.
So that's going to be a little rough.
You're gonna have to do the heavy lifting on the driving.
I
after
had
dark
a
on
feeling
that
you were
one, I
going to
think.
say. I had a feeling you were going to say that.
We'll
Well, you
suck it up.
know,
Drink a
there's
lot of
these
coffee.
things called rest areas that you can pull off in and catch an
We
hour.
aren't resters. Yeah.
I
What
once
is
got-
that? A hush puppy?
I once got pulled over.
Yeah.
Carolyn was in Indiana. Hush puppy.
Oh.
That's the kind of thing that happens at Byron's party. So I once was driving home from
Unbelievable.
somewhere, and I bought a turkey leg at the gas station. Flying J had a
I
turkey
told
leg.
you about my turkey legs. I love Flying J turkey
So
legs.
I'm eating the turkey leg while I'm driving. Of course, I'm like swerving all over the road because eating a turkey leg in your car
It's
is
not
not
easy.
that simple, right?
I've got
And I
it
get pulled
down.
over by the cop, and my license is Dr. Barbecue. And I was like, he's like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I was just eating this turkey leg." And he laughed, true story. And he laughed and he goes, "Yeah, I saw your license plate. I thought you might be eating something."
Did he give you a ticket?
No.
Ray gave you the rest of the turkey leg. What are you talking about?
While I run that subject, so I often say, you know, people always ask you, like, what, I'll ask myself a question, you know, what's your favorite thing to cook? And if it's for somebody else, it's changed now. Brisket has taken over, but there always was ribs, especially in Chicago. Ribs was the thing. And I always say that everybody you know can tell you where they ate the best slab of ribs they ever had in their life. Carolyn, where was yours?
Yeah, where was yours?
So Carolyn's answer is it was the pork at the Jack Daniels. They turned in pork instead of ribs. But you know, I mean, we all have that relationship with her. So where was yours, LeeAnn?
The best ribs I've ever had?
Yep.
My dad's.
Yeah, her
Not
dad,
gonna lie.
that's a good story. Carolyn said the same thing.
Yep.
And for me, Jeff, go ahead. You're next.
No, I was gonna say
Mine.
hers. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I made some ribs for you last week.
Cooking for them at home, cooking them at home is what an answer for people.
Yeah.
But mine is actually it's a tie. Jim Neely's, the original Neely's in Memphis, and the what's the place in Tuscaloosa? Dreamland.
Dreamland,
And both
really?
times I was leaving a cook-off, and I hadn't eaten any barbecue all week. Because you know, it's funny, we get like, you can be at Memphis in May all week and not eat any barbecue.
Right.
Right.
You're doing different things. And I grabbed a slab of ribs. And both times I was driving on the highway, eating the slab of ribs, winging the bones out the window.
Oh my God.
Maybe I was just that hungry, but
Maybe.
those two slabs are tied for the best ribs I
Isn't
ever
that
ate.
something?
You know what I did? I don't know if I told you this. When we got done filming last week, and LeeAnn and John were headed off to the mountains or something, Shelly and I went down to this little restaurant that we go to a lot. It's just a local cafe and stuff. I ordered spaghetti. I was tired of everything. It was just a very basic spaghetti and meat sauce.
It's true.
And I
A
woke
lot
about
of the
halfway through.
competitors go for Chinese or Mexican
Yeah.
afterwards.
Pizza,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Something that's
Funny,
totally not
yep,
barbecue.
not
I know,
barbecue.
Ice cream, yeah, good
Ice
answer.
cream, good
That's
answer.
so true. I mean, it's terrible as it is. We're all so accustomed to eating world-class barbecue that we
Yes.
skip it. You know,
Yeah.
we get tired of it.
Yeah.
And you know, what ruined it for me was having a restaurant, because I had really good barbecue anytime I wanted it, and I just got tired of it. And because it used to be, I would go, if there was a barbecue restaurant, I would drive across town
Yep.
just to try that barbecue restaurant.
I agree.
Like Carolyn is here, nodding her head. We've lived this life, you know, where we didn't have the internet. So when you heard about a barbecue restaurant, the only way to find out about it was to go there and eat, you know? Yeah,
That's right.
Well, and have a good meal. I mean, I like to eat barbecue. I just saw, matter of fact, so people keep sending me this video. The Cozy Corner in Memphis is one of my favorites.
Love that place.
Love that place. And who took you?
You did.
Love that place.
Do you remember what I said about the ribs there? I said that they were some of the best ribs that I ever had. And I think they had a bologna sandwich that was really
They
killer
do, for
too.
sure. And Miss Desiree's in the Barbecue Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and she
But her-
sits there and
Not
greets you.
not these days.
Oh.
She's not around there. She's got them young boys raised up real good. Anyway, there's a great video that just landed the other day that's floating around about Cozy Corner. If you want to see a cool old barbecue restaurant that has had like a regentrification. You know, they've been found finally. And if you're ever in Memphis, don't skip it. It's a great place.
Yeah, I agree.
It's all good. Well, Ray, thank you. I plan on
think
hanging out with you when
Carolyn's almost done
we're
with
done
her
here.
dinner.
That'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll be over by the catfish line.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll be,
Well,
because
the
we're going
sun
to
is
get Miss
setting here
Carolyn
and
up
it
here.
is absolutely gorgeous out here. The temperature, I don't know, it's probably 68 if I had to guess.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
freezing
going down
yet.
fast.
It is going down.
You know what, Ray?
I was shaking.
I was at like this, and I have shorts on like you do today. She's over there. I said it's 70 degrees. She said it's 30 degrees colder than it is in Florida. So all week long we had to.
Yeah.
I hate to go for the easy fat guy joke, Justin. I've been a
That's
victim of
okay.
Many in my life. LeeAnn carries much less padding than you and I.
Yeah, it's true. I put my arm around her, thought I was going to break her in half. It's like, oh, okay.
Y'all. Well, Ray, thanks for talking to us. We don't want to keep you because if they run out of catfish before you get it, I'm going to hear
Well,
it.
there's a whole
So,
lot of good people you need to talk to.
yep.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like
Carolyn.
Carolyn's done with her catfish, so
Yeah.
she's about ready to jump in. Great to see you guys. Thanks. A lot
Yeah.
of fun for everybody.
All right,
Yeah,
buddy.
thank
Good to see
you.
you.
You too.
Come on, Carolyn.
Miss Carolyn Wells here, folks.
Yay.
The grand lady of barbecue. Nope, you don't have to.
I truly think we're here because of her.
I think we probably are too.
Carolyn,
Great to see you.
we have a freeze.
It'll come
Oh,
back.
it's back. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you're coming off. Were you in Royal? Kind of. Yep. So yeah, this is finishing up the barbecue season and
Right.
finishing off with a bang.
And we got Plant City coming up.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Plant City.
We can't do the job.
I'm gonna be actually taking a family vacation. Otherwise, I would go. I never take vacations, so
What are you coming back to?
I'm they were walnuts.
Yeah.
Shame on me. But yeah, that's always a
Yeah, the
cool
whole
thing.
story.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll hear
get
about
them
it.
up here on the show as well. So tell us your history of Byron's party, and you've been coming here a long time. Well, now you live like around the corner,
Yeah.
part time.
You know, we have Sundays over, and here just our little group and the neighbors, and it's such a lovely neighborhood because they're it's just everybody is looking out after everybody else.
Yeah.
Making sure that we're protected and that we're and it's just so serene and lovely. And as I told you, I was calling it the most beautiful place on earth.
It was.
a couple of
You did.
years
Yeah.
ago.
Scoot her microphone a little closer to her, LeeAnn. Just a little.
Yeah, she's
There
got
you
it.
go. That's better. Thank you. You know, I'll tell you something. This is the first time that I've known Carolyn for a number of years now. She was the first KCBS anything I had on the show when I started it. Was that 2015 or whatever? First time we've ever met in person.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
No.
Gave
Yeah.
her a hug. She gave me a kiss. Life is good.
Yeah. No,
Life.
this is the camaraderie here and just the gathering. It's not only a very important barbecue contest, but it's like a reunion. It
It
really
a
is.
reunion.
Mhm.
And it's just like old home. It's all about food, family, friends, and fun.
Absolutely.
And when it's not fun,
It's kind of interesting because I know you've known Byron for many, many years. And did you ever think that you'd be living around the corner from him?
no, no, I didn't, but I'm so glad I am.
Yeah.
And these were some great people in our area. This was hard to say.
Right.
It was a good time.
So there's, I mean, you know, probably pretty much everyone here. And
everyone.
not everyone. Well, the international teams, it's kind of tough. So we're going to bring some more people up from the party. Do you have anyone in particular that we should bring up that have some interesting war stories or insight on the contest coming up?
Well, you know as many of the people as I do. I don't know. It's just a family feel that if they're not your friend now, they're going to be your friend
That's right.
in about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's,
true.
It's just the way we are.
You know, in my other professions, I never had people that when you had never met them before, but you were in a social gathering like this, that they automatically said, "Hi, how are you?" and smiled. I came out of another competitive world and they would nod to you or something, but like you said, I could walk up to any of those people, sit down and start a conversation like that, and it would be terrific.
Well, that's the thing about barbecue. I mean, what other competitive sport do people get together like this for like almost like a family gathering, a reunion?
Right.
And this is the only sport I've ever seen where the people who are in the audience clap for whoever wins.
And they actually mean it.
And they actually
Yeah, I agree.
they're happy for it.
I think that's probably one of the more shocking things for me to absorb.
It's true
And
though.
about
It
that. No,
is. It
truly.
is true.
Did
it's
you know that LeeAnn is that Jim, LeeAnn's father,
right.
is one of my best friends.
Yep. Yep. Carolyn was like a second mother to me years ago. She bought me my first knife set. And that's a true story. And this is it. She didn't buy just a knife set. She went individually to all different stores in Kansas City and handpicked like a knife from each store that she liked, carbon knives. I mean, she put together the whole thing for me.
Well, I also just qualified for the first time.
And you gave me a DQ. Yeah, it wasn't in the same year though. And I deserved it because I didn't. And maybe it was one of those dull knives you gave me. I didn't cut my ribs apart. That was my DQ. I'll never forget it.
But that was her foray into
This is a tough crowd.
the rare fraternity.
Yes. Tuffy's in it.
I didn't know you were so spoiled.
Oh, yes.
Oh my word.
Yep.
So what's one thing that you know, Carolyn, about LeeAnn that the world should know that we don't know?
I know she's a great cook.
Yeah, I know that.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Cut.
No. Keep going. Expound on that a little bit.
That's it. Cut. So.
No, I just spent a week with her, and I know she's a great cook. So. Yeah. But she does like chocolate. She likes desserts.
I do. And I want to tell you, the desserts here are epic. I will say that they do have the royal bee on desserts in Memphis in May. The desserts here are absolutely incredible. It really looks as if it comes off of Master Chef on, Food Network or whatever. And I will say, I think a lot of the women make them. I mean, I'm not being biased. I just think I see that feminine. No, it's like sponge sugar garnishes. But the interesting thing is the international teams, they have certain ingredients that are prevalent over there, like marzipan, for example. And you know that when you're eating the desserts, you can almost immediately tell if it's an international team. But they are very good at desserts as well. And it's really cool to see what desserts come from their countries. And that's one of my most favorite things to judge here.
So,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, it's outstanding.
What's your favorite dessert when you've been overseas or judging that you've come across? No banana pudding now, but.
All right. So when I was in Italy last year, it was almost like a fried ice cream ball, but it wasn't. And what they had was this coating on the outside that was not like, a Dairy Queen hard shell, but it was a spun sugar type thing. And you could almost see yourself in it. It was mirrored. And then they had all kinds of things sprinkled on top. And I don't even remember the name of it, but it was absolutely outstanding. But we will have that come Saturday morning. We get a little break tomorrow, and tomorrow night is the big party on the hill, which I'm sure you're going to be there. And that is at the distillery at Jack Daniel's, which is remarkable. And that's where all the teams get together. One last farewell before they head to their pits and start cooking overnight. And then they have the parade. That's actually before we go on the hill. And so all the teams parade down, in the middle of the town, which is very, very cute and nice. Yep. And it's a rarity to see international people come together, especially with everything that's going on in the world today. And it kind of removes that, and no one even thinks about it, and they just get together. And it also incorporates the people in the small town here. I mean, they're all hands on deck too. I mean, there's a lot of volunteers that go into this production, and it's a lot of work. But they are willing to, pull together and make it happen. And really, really super nice people.
Well, and to look at the people that brought rigs, who brought equipment, who brought food, who brought offered their homes.
And Byron here at this party, I mean, not only housing some of them, but getting all that equipment. And, I saw Fast Eddie, and I don't know, Fast Eddie, of course, Fast Eddie cookers. He brought up a cooker for a team.
Yeah.
he didn't come here just for the party. He came to help out a team, and that's what it's all about. It's really,
Chris Paul came from Memphis to bring his own rig,
yeah,
and I mean that's a hard.
yeah, it is.
from
And that,
Memphis to here.
yeah, and then you got the Tennessee mountains. Yeah, drove a few of those.
Now
coming in.
I got something to say about Tennessee Mountain. I love Tennessee. Reminds me a lot of Kentucky, which I spent a lot of time in. That's all good. Your mountains are not like our mountains out on the west. Our mountains are much higher, because I had to laugh driving up here yesterday morning when they said it's a 5% grade or 3% grade the next 2 miles. And it was just like, and it was done. And we were down the mountain. You do that out there where we live, it's 20 miles and it's like that. So I don't know how high these mountain ranges are around here, but
Well, the mountains are very high.
Yeah, they're pretty high.
ours go up 10, 12,000 feet. Can you do that?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I can do that.
All right. Just check. You got to keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
I know.
It's tough. It's tough.
Well, Carolyn, it's so great to have you here, and it's always good to see you. It's like our little reunion too. So we will see you throughout the weekend, and I hope you have a great time.
Let me know if I can help you.
All right.
We will.
We're just making barbecue grills come through.
That's it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you so much, and thanks to you. That's why we're here. All
She's been great to me over the years, Carolyn. I don't know if anybody she hasn't been great to, but she has been just a doll to me. Helped me out, helped me with interviews, gave me information.
Tell Byron to save us a plate of catfish, because I know what's going to happen here, and I'm going to be really mad.
Well, don't forget there's the DQ right in front of the hotel.
No,
so you can
I'm
get some
sorry.
more-
I'd rather have some catfish right now. So, oh, thank you so much. And why don't you send up
We got stretches right
Stretch?
there.
Get Stretch.
Oh, no.
Yeah, get
Oh, yeah.
Stretch. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Hush Puppy's great.
Hush
Yeah.
puppies, that, some slaw. I can smell slaw in this shirt. You won't even know it.
Yeah, so go get Stretch, and we'll have him. And he's coming off of being at the Royal. He did.
He's right over there.
He's right in the.
That,
It's getting
those
dark
guys
out
standing
here.
right there.
Like straight ahead over there. Stretch. Stretch. Of course he
talking.
can't hear me. There's so many people
Oh,
here.
that gentleman's
All right,
gonna go
somebody's
get him.
gonna go get him. So Stretch did something really cool at the Royal. He always does something with a whole hog that is ingenious, and he did a hog on a stripper pole this year.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like where his mind's at.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
talking
buddy.
about your stripper hog.
We were just talking
It's
about
all right.
strippers over there. Seems to be a topic of discussion.
Have a seat. You're in the hot seat, and that's on video. Thank you so much.
Oh,
And you know what?
man.
It's early.
It is early.
If we interview you in an hour, it'll be
Early?
X-rated.
It depends what time you get up in the morning.
Yeah,
but
that's
but
true.
the thing is about this, we have no FCC rules. We can do whatever we want.
That's right.
This is really looking pretty official now.
It
Yeah.
is. It is. It's very official. And so, what do you think
So
of
you are
Byron's
filming.
party? Yeah. What do you think of Byron's party so far?
Shoot, man, I got something to do here.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I'm at Byron.
So I got a question for you. I was looking at, I love college football and I love all sports. I think it was
The
LSU.
mascots.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the
You ever been to a
cheerleaders.
furries convention?
yeah. You're evil.
It was crazy.
Uh,
I've been to one.
Oh,
in
what kind
Atlanta.
of what?
You don't know about furries?
No.
So,
All right,
and
you
again,
two.
Stretch just hijacked another podcast. So furries are a group of people that wear, basically they look like college mascot animals.
Right.
And it's to help them get along with other people. So they come together. Sometimes it's sexual, sometimes it's not. But you can have, I mean, I partied with like the drama llama. And they wear these, they're expensive. So sometimes they just have mittens or a tail or ears. It's crazy.
It sounds
It's like
it.
tripping balls. I mean, the hotel loved it though.
Yeah.
They said the only problem was the furry would get stuck in like the elevator button.
Yeah.
Like light switches.
Yeah. It's tough. You don't know about.
I
You
don't
Yeah, you
know.
gotta check out the furries.
We
Yeah,
gotta help her out once in a
well,
while.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, awesome. Did he say Finland?
So what I was
Lithuania.
Lithuania.
You just-
You say it different than I do.
Where you from? Italy?
So I was anyway, college football.
Meanwhile,
They were holding up a trophy and it was had ribs. Did you do that one?
it was
like
ribs.
Yeah, it
Well,
was.
he
They probably
does.
just stole my idea.
That's
again.
right.
But
So
that's why I was asking.
He
I
makes the
know
Hall
that.
of Fame
I know that.
trophies.
I know that, but it was
Oh.
bronze ribs, and then there was like a football on each end on a big pedestal.
Cool. I'll look at
Maple.
You know, Rod Gray originally made those ribs, and then they were cast in bronze. They were
Right.
Rod's ribs.
That's correct.
Right, yeah.
The rib of Rod.
So somebody
rib.
had a statue with ribs.
Yeah, it was a football team because
Well, I needed the cash. I needed the cash, guys.
They're probably
And
spare
so
ribs.
I
Or baby
Oh,
bags.
yeah.
Ours are spares. They have baby bags.
Yeah, they had baby
I don't
backs.
know. Ours are babies.
They
They're
seem that way.
curvy
How many times have
babies.
you cut yourself on your trophy?
I have it in an area where my cats love it.
So it's
It's
covered.
like it's a
Yeah.
scratching
It's like
hole.
Furries.
It's a scratching hole.
I'm glad.
There's a purpose. Yeah.
He got sliced up. He got sliced.
It's quite the journey taking that home on an airplane, I will tell you. It is sharp and it's like
I bet people
awkward.
really looked at you funny.
Yeah, they do.
Is that a weapon?
Yeah, especially. So how are you enjoying the party here?
So I haven't eaten yet. I've had
Oh,
one adult beverage.
okay.
It's always great out here. Sunset was fantastic.
Yeah.
Perfect weather. Great smells in the air. Great
Yep.
people. You guys
Yeah.
are set up here, so it's great.
Yeah, it is.
It's good. We haven't seen
Bad
that.
Are you
Byron barbecue bash.
Yeah,
So tell me
at the
this,
butt
are you
ramp.
competing?
butt ramp.
Are you competing this year?
I squeezed in 3 this year.
Wow.
Between everything else, yeah, it was way down. I did a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
And tests. I do a lot of tests. We did okay this year in our 3.
There you go.
Obviously, the Royal still got the numbers wrong because we should have GC'd it. I heard you, Rod.
Yeah, me too, Rod. Sorry.
I honestly have no clue how they do it anyway.
I don't
I
either.
mean, 4 categories, 500 teams. That's 2,000 entries right there.
Right.
Not ancillary.
I call it a Taylor Swift meltdown. That's what happens to Taylor Swift. There's too many things being tabulated and the computers can't handle it. That's my guess.
So you're saying that because Taylor Swift is dating Kelsey, a Chiefs player,
Uh-huh.
it screwed up the scoring at the KCBS American Royal.
Indirectly, I would say.
You see
so.
what I put up with every
Absolutely.
week?
I know.
It's
You
tough.
know,
It's
I have
tough.
the feeling this podcast will be like the Hindenburg in a little while.
Oh, the humanity of it all. Yeah, I get it.
No, there's a lot going on. I don't know how they tabulate. I
agree.
don't know if they're doing Chism Bop or whatever,
Yeah,
but it's a lot.
yeah, it is. So
I mean,
stuff
I think
happens.
everybody was happy for Janky Leg, winning. But
Yeah.
Machete boys, I mean, great guy. It's fantastic. On our hog as well. And super great people. Anyway, how are they going to redo that? They're
Yeah,
gonna make it
it's-
right for Janky Leg or whoever ends up winning it. Those are the real scores. To feel the passion of the crowd, and the friends,
and the walk
crowd,
and just the whole thing. It's something that cannot be duplicated,
No.
recreated, or that feeling will never be.
They should hire me just to come in and try and duplicate something and really make. I mean, we should float them in on or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the news.
KCBS should carry them like Egyptian style or something, in Roman rooms or something.
Rose petals. Ever thrown out
Yeah.
the rose petals?
Yeah.
Crocodiles on a leash. Where they go. I can go with him anytime.
Yeah.
Well, I think that this contest is a lot more manageable because we don't have as many teams, right? Not as many scores.
Which teams? Which?
Like the
here at
teams
Jack-
here.
at
Yeah,
Jack-
like
yes,
it's a
this
lot
is true.
less.
Yes.
So we all have, state champions and international country champions, I guess you might call them. I mean, is it states from countries? I don't know.
Countries.
So yeah,
Blonde
they have
moment.
borders. They have these things called
No
borders.
peroxide seeping in.
Again.
Have you cooked overseas?
I have not, but I have wanted to.
What's holding you back?
The price.
a whole different thing over there. It's a
I-
different animal.
Yeah.
It is.
It's totally different over there. You know?
That's why I think the international teams, I think the meat is not as good over there. I could be wrong. But so when they come here and they cook the meat here, they're probably at an advantage because they're making not so good meat taste really good. So
Yeah.
maybe they have
A
one
lot
up
of
on
them have
us.
stuff shipped over.
Oh, they do.
Your beef is a hard one compared to our beef.
Mhm.
But their chickens are usually pretty good. Their pigs are a little different.
Their fish. We don't do
Fish-
fish, but their
Yeah.
fish is great.
Two-headed pigs, I heard.
There's a lot of two-headed pigs over there. I can tell some stories, but
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a-
That'll take another hour.
I think so.
Is that hours? Is an hour metric? Since we're talking about.
Yeah, since we're overseas. Yeah, yeah.
So you're like a rock star. You're a musician, an artist, a competitor,
Hi, I'm Stretch, and
restaurateur.
I just recently joined the party.
So you're going to perform here.
It'd be fun to be at the band down here. I'm performing Thursday in Nashville, and then the following next weekend we're performing at Rock and Ribs in Hilton Head Island.
Oh, nice.
So I cook on Saturday, we perform on Sunday.
And do you travel around in that big, huge bus RV thing to all those places?
In my Prevost 45-foot.
Oh, is that what it is? A Prevo? Sorry.
So yes, I'm in the Prevost. The Prevost. So yes, I'm in the band. The band will drive down, meet me in Nashville with the truck and trailer with all the equipment, and then we'll take the bus.
You performed at the Royal.
We did an Operation Barbecue show.
Oh, that's awesome. And how'd it go? I'm so sorry. I
It
couldn't
was
be there.
a little bit of mix up on some the technical side of stuff, but it was a great show. And
Yeah.
then we played last week as well. So it's good. It's a lot of fun.
I don't know how you juggle all the different things that you do.
You know, it's kind of like those Chinese guys with the plates. You know, with those spinning. You know, you got to keep them going. And they, I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah. It keeps you young, right?
It is. It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Someone just recently said, you know, Stretch, most people that have midlife crisis, you know, just go buy a fancy car. or
Right.
something. They don't start a rock and roll band.
Yeah,
And I
that's
said,
right.
wait a second, I'm having a crisis.
This pepper's really good.
Oh, okay. As the host eats, I
meanwhile-
wondered why he was so quiet. Okay, that's fine.
I've never seen this pork shovel.
Yeah. Here.
Oh,
You just
thank
pull
you so
that out of your
much.
pocket.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh, thanks for the crust.
Catfish
Appreciate it. Uh-huh.
Actually, Carolyn brought this up to us.
That's very nice.
Yeah, it is.
It's the catfish fries and slaw.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Okay.
tonight
You keep talking.
they have a champions dinner, don't they? Have you heard about that?
Yes, they're doing it over Mary Boo Boo's.
Is it boo-boos or bobos?
Depends if you're on north of the Mason-Dixon, I guess.
Or if you're on a pole.
Right. Yeah, so that's
Who is
like
it tonight? It's Tuffy did it last year. And I guess it was a big
Brad.
successful thing.
Brad. I
So
never
Brad
Ledger.
And who? Just the champion from previous years then?
Well, I think it depends on whoever they invite. I think this is only the second year that they're doing it.
Yeah.
I think it's great they're adding another event. I mean, there's lots to do here anyway. You
It's a
know,
big paid event
it is. It is, and lots of prizes and gifts.
that they're giving
and,
out.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I mean, they give out anything from coolers to skilletware.
For just showing up or
No, but I would say the top 10 places, you
Oh,
get some
very cool.
significant toys. Yeah,
nice.
it's very nice. They've done really, really well with, their sponsors. And it's really nice that these people come all this way and they aren't just going home with a ribbon. They're getting some toys too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So that
Now they got to
dinner's
worry
tonight,
about
though,
getting
right?
it home on a plane if it's international. Yeah, that dinner's tonight.
Well, the international team's got stuff here,
So
somehow they can ship it.
So I got to ask you though, what kind of toys would they give at a furry convention?
I think batteries, rechargeable batteries are always a popularity in any line of work these days. Lint brushes, kitty
Rollers,
litter.
rollers, kitty litter, yeah, wipes, whatever.
Oh my God, this is definitely a lot of it. Too much information.
No. You're learning a lot tonight.
I am learning a lot. I am.
This is important.
It is
Yeah.
important.
So
Yeah.
next time someone mentions furries to you, go just giggle under your breath.
And
Smile.
say, I get it.
Shake your
Yeah,
head
I
like
know.
you know
I'm
what
sure they have a weird little
Yeah.
hand a wave of some
Yeah.
sort, you know, I don't know.
A special
Like secret
handshake. Yeah.
secret handshake. Yeah.
A paw
Sure.
shake or something.
All right. Well, I know you
So
got
they
a cat.
blow a hairball.
All right, you two. That's enough. Stretch. You got to go get some catfish. I want you to wrangle
So you
up
have some
another
questions?
guest.
Hey, you should bring Frank up here.
Bring
Frank
Frank
has
up.
great
We're,
stories.
we're gonna do the Polish team next. They're waiting. For
Oh, great. This is going to be a good conversation. I hope they speak English.
They do. And I'm putting you in charge because I need the captain.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, send over the boys in red. See them there?
Thanks,
Stretch,
guys.
thank you
Thanks,
so
Stretch.
much. Have a great time this weekend. This is when we get our catfish break. Just delicious.
Yep.
Yep, we're ready. You know, I wonder how many. Oh, here they come. How are we gonna have seats for them? Can you sit over here?
Fit well with this outfit.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Just go a lot. We can see you. Kind of.
Yeah.
Can you position the camera?
Yeah. Move it a little bit.
All right.
Let them all get seated.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Let's see.
So you are our first international team here that we are interviewing. Where are you from?
Not first time.
No, we are the first time here.
I knew this was going to happen, by the way.
Yeah, so we are from Poland.
Yes.
Okay.
How many times we've been here already? 17 times we've been here already.
To the
Competing?
Jack?
Yes.
Yes, 2006.
Was the first time we've been here.
That is amazing.
Are you competing?
Yes.
Yes.
You know what? I think you guys should win the award for being here the most times for an
Yeah.
international
Yes,
team.
So we are the most often here for the internationals.
So do you find that over the years it's changed a lot and you can get equipment easier and people can get you stuff to win?
Czy widzimy różnicę w wypływających imprezach, które były wcześniej?
Tak, to są bardzo duże różnice. Kiedyś jak zaczynaliśmy tutaj, pierwszy raz,
I agree.
Also start speaking Polish. We've been here already 70 times.
Right, right. I'm going to start speaking Polish now.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
So because he's been here the most times.
The most times.
So he said that's
So I just got information that you guys are grandfathered in because you've been here so long. Is
Does that
true?
mean they get to
They get
come
to
here
come.
every year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's huge. That
she
doesn't
can't,
happen.
She can't even do that.
I don't even know anybody that gets that, not even Byron.
Yeah.
We want to be more.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's our last time.
So who's the head of the team?
Who's the team captain?
This guy.
Okay, awesome. And what is your best category, do you think? Like, what do you like? Are you really good at brisket or ribs, or what do you think is your best category?
nacionalna kategoria jest the best for us.
All of them? Is that what you said?
Polish.
Oh,
So do you?
In
Do
the
you-
desert. International
desserts. I just talked about that. Okay, well, you can't tell me what you're making, but I'll be eating some of those desserts. And it's like artwork, isn't it? Do you think it's harder to do the desserts than the barbecue, or the barbecue is more difficult than the dessert?
Bardzo trudno jest. Deser jest najtrudniejszy.
Yeah, and it's not for us. I mean, not for us, but we think that dessert is the most difficult thing because the texture is so important as well.
Right.
All ingredients which you have to add. So the decoration, how it looks like, it's so important.
And carrying it.
Very good. It's not that temperature.
Yeah, you're right. You have to think
So
about
who
those
carries
things.
it? Who carries it to the judges' tent? Who carries it? The dessert? You?
Probably I will be the runner.
Okay.
You're gonna be the runner. Okay. You better work out.
I'm gonna come by your pit Saturday morning, and I'll say hi to him.
Well, you aren't judging, so you're allowed to do that.
I know that, and I got a media badge. I can go any damn where I want.
When did you all get here to get ready for this contest? When did you fly here? Like, when did you get here?
We fly last week.
Oh,
But to Miami.
oh,
Little bit vacation,
A little bit
first time.
of team building first.
Yeah.
team building in Miami. I'm sure that went well.
Did Stretch set you up for that?
Yeah,
So the
was
secret of our
Stretcher like a leader?
Yeah, that's very specific training.
Oh, specific training in Miami.
Polish
I've
traditional
heard about that barbecue
Polish
specific
traditional
training in Miami. Mhm.
training.
So
I got you.
how is the barbecue different that you prepare in Poland or in Europe than here?
I think that the tastes are
Similar?
different.
Different?
Yes,
How different?
I think that here you in Colombia we like salty and acidity, but here you add a lot of sugar as well. And I think that the tastes are like to say maybe more rich. You know, much.
It has more depth to it. Yeah, I hear you on that. Mhm.
Great. Well, you'd like it. They like. You say you don't like sweet stuff, but
No, I like salt, so
Yeah.
that appeals to me for sure.
yeah.
Well, that's great. And how long do you stay after the contest? Do you fly back right after that?
Sunday we have flight
Sunday.
back on Sunday.
How long does it take you to get here and go back home?
So some of the guys, like those guys, has a stop in Paris.
Oh, that's too
sorry.
bad.
So first Miami, then Paris. You know, so
Yeah, it's tough. You know, I want to be an international team.
Invite her over.
No, but
Yeah.
the road is quite long. It takes at least 14, 15 hours to come here.
How many? 14, 15? That is a long way. Wow. What, do you bring your rubs with you or do you buy them when you get here?
so
We prepare them.
we brought most of them with us. We also
Oh,
brought a lot of
interesting.
equipment, you know, but we are trying here to add some ingredients to suit to your taste. So what we are
Oh
bringing
boy.
tonight-
Yeah, I hear you. I know what you mean.
So and
A
then-
little bit
then we
sweeter than at home, right?
try to transfer this knowledge to Polish teams.
I think that's very important. It's the judges that score, and you know, I know. Yeah, they do.
The judges are from here, right? So we have to suit to your taste.
You're right. That's how you win the game, right?
And what is your personal taste?
It's tough.
I like salty. I don't like sauce on any of my barbecue. I don't mind dipping in sauces. I like a vinegar-based sauce, and that's not you're not gonna find that here. And I'm not gonna, you know, that's not what.
It means you can apply to our team next year, as you said that you would like to be in international.
Okay, well, I'd cook with you guys any day of the week because it sounds like you've got my flavor profile down.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. Oh, as he takes a profile shot. Okay, I got you. That's two
I
things.
told you. It's
You're right.
cold here.
Right. Well, if you not when you win, like when you win all the prizes and things that they give you besides the cash, how do you get all that stuff home? You ship it or you take it on the plane?
We already booked extra luggage.
Oh, see, I like that positive attitude. That is awesome. All
Very
right.
good.
How many people are on your team? Just the 3 of you?
Nine.
Nine?
Nine.
That's against the rules. I'm kidding. Kidding.
It was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one. Anyway, we wish you so much luck, and I'm going to be judging. I can't talk to you tomorrow while you're cooking and stuff, but I wish you guys all the luck in the world because you've taken a lot of time, expense, everything to come here. And I mean, I appreciate you, and I know everyone here at the
I
Jack
do,
does too.
I do.
And it
But I
really
can't talk to you.
it makes an official world. I mean, having you guys here. So thank you so much. And yeah, and we'll see you next year too.
Okay. Well, I'll see you this weekend. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dziękujemy bardzo.
Yeah, what he said. Okay.
Last thing,
Oh yes, the last
if
thing.
you want, enjoy to our Polish group
Oh,
about grill and barbecue. It's only QR and you are
Yeah, we'll do it.
We are more than 100,000 members for now.
that's fantastic.
Actually, I am the boss.
You're the
Ah,
boss.
there you
Look at
go.
you promoting it. I love it. So
Yeah. So if you
this is amazing. If you guys can see this, but I kind of cover up the QR code. You can't see that.
Through internet.
Big smile.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
That's how kind everyone
you.
is here. Thank you so much. Best of luck. Okay, safe travels too.
we're gonna take a
All
break.
right, we're gonna take a break.
And we're going to go upload this, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Stay with us. You're listening to the Party at the Butt Ranch. I love saying that.
It's great.